A lot of people have friends who have anxiety, and a very important question to ask yourself is how can you help? Now I'll start off by saying that first of all, it's not really your job to cuddle them and tell them that they're sweet. It's not your job to put up with somebody who has social anxiety, even though they're really not doing anything bad. I really shouldn't say put up with someone, but I can understand how it can be hard, especially for people who have never had any type, everybody feels anxiety, but for somebody who doesn't have a disorder, who doesn't, experience the same feelings, it may be hard for you to think, well, why should I help? And it's really not your job, even if it's your boyfriend or girlfriend, you don't have to hold their hand and tell them it's alright. Now, if you're somebody's parent, I think you really did sign up for them, if you're their mommy, you kind of did sign up when you had a kid. You really should try to help. But here's the thing, is especially if you're somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you're their best friend and they've developed, some sort of anxiety disorder later in life, and you're used to the old them, and it's really hard for you to deal with, this person that cries or that can't deal with going outside. You need to understand, first of all, that they can't help it. They're not trying to be an asshole, probably, if they're just sad all the time. And so, you really can help. You can't cure them, because it is actually something that's wrong with the chemicals in their brain, but you can set off different chemicals. You can help it. So, a lot of times hugs help. Hugs help a lot. And there's some people that maybe don't like to be touched, if they're very introverted, then maybe they don't want to be hugged. But you can always see if they do. Give them a hug a little longer than normal. And tell them, have you ever been in love with somebody and you just want to tell them, like, every moment what you think of them and how much you love them and how great you think they are? Well, if you have somebody that has anxiety or is having panic attack or social anxiety, it's a very good idea to just take all those emotions out on them. Take all your happy feelings and just spread it all over them. Tell them memories you have of happy times you've had together, good things they've done. Tell them that you like the color of their hair, or tell them about the last time that they made you smile. And now some people who have social anxiety and things like that, they'll have good days and bad days. And sometimes you aren't going to know, they aren't going to know when they're going to have a bad day. So, you can write them stories, you can draw them pictures, just the same as you would for any other friend, and you can save it for a bad day, or you can give it to them. Give it to them right away. And when people have things like that they can look back on, it really helps with bad days. If happy text messages or something you send somebody telling them that you love them, or a story about how they made you smile, they can look back on that even months later, and it really, really does help. If they don't want to hug, hold hands, touch them, put your arm on them, tell them just, it's okay. I promise, it's okay. And it doesn't always help. Sometimes people, they get these feelings and it's just, get off of me. But especially later on when they think back, it really does help to be connected to another person. It really helps a lot. And, if you're a couple, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend that you want to be able to help, and you wonder why, you think, well, they want affection, don't they? Why won't they let me kiss them? They can really, sometimes people just really are not in the mood for that. They're not in the mood for going any farther. So just put your arm around them. Just try to understand, and don't get in an argument. Don't make them feel bad for not wanting to kiss you, because that definitely won't help. But chocolate also. Give them chocolate. Chocolate, hugs, happy stories, compliments. I think these things will help anybody, but especially people who are having a bad day, their anxiety. Thanks.